Hey everybody, before the show starts, log on to musicmoneymakeover.com/shop to download all my books and free guides. And while you're there, click on the book a call tab to book a one-on-one Zoom call with me to get all your music business questions solved. Enjoy the show. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Music Money Makeover Show. My name is Casey Graham, and on this episode we're talking about how you can start a music career without any money, with no money, okay? Well, check this out. I'm going to tell you right now, because I don't want to burst your bubble, later on in the video, but I'm going to tell you, look, starting this career with no money won't last you long, but I got some tips and tricks to help you get going with no money, and hopefully you get some money later down the line. Now, if you want to donate to the channel, you can do so right over here. If you want to skip what I call Copyright Explained, that's coming up next, you can do so down below. And that texting number that you see right there, you can hit me on that number to come directly to my phone, and you can contact me. Make sure you ask a question, and make sure you add yourself to the phone so I know who you are. A lot of people don't do that, okay? Without further ado, let's jump into Copyright Explained. Copyright. The sole right which an author has in their own original literary compositions. The exclusive right of an author to print, publish, and vend their own literary works for their own benefit. Now, of course, there are two main rights of copy that the music industry operates and revolves around, and that's the masters and the publishing. And the masters is referred to as the sound recording copyright. Sound recordings as in records, masters, phonogram, or the audio recording file, i.e. the WAV, MP3, AIFF of the composition and or song. Now, you can collect your master recording royalties or the proceeds due from the sale and streaming of the master recording via your distributor like TuneCore or DistroKid, and if you have a major label deal, then it's them, all right? Now, you can also collect the performance royalties via the master sound recording via Sound Exchange and PPL over in the UK. Sound Exchange is based here in America, and if you are outside of America, any other organization that collects these sound recording performance royalties are referred to as neighboring rights. Now, publishing is referred to as a performing arts copyright here in America. Okay, performing arts as in the composition, sheet music, MIDI files, publishing, or song to be performed. You can collect the performance royalties for the composition via BMI, CSAC, ASCAP here in America, and PRS over in the UK, and other countries have their own performing rights organization as well to collect those royalties for you. All right, now, you can collect the mechanical royalties due from the composition via Harry Fox, Music Reports, and the Mechanical Licensing Collective here in America. You can also collect your mechanical royalties over in the UK from MCPS. So now, Lyric Find right here. You can get your lyric display royalties from Lyric Find and Music Match, but that's that. Let's go through the 6 rights of copyright to be exercised to the fullest extent of the United States Code under Title 17, and that's the right to reproduce. The right to reproduce the copyrighted work in copies or phonorecords, physical or digital format. The right to prepare derivative works. The right to prepare derivative works based upon the copyrighted work. The right to distribute. The right to distribute copies or phonorecords of the copyrighted work to the public by sale or other transfer of ownership or by rental, lease, or lending. And then we have the right to public performance, the right to perform the copyrighted work publicly, the right to public display, the right to display the copyrighted work publicly, and the right to digital performance, and that's the right to digital audio transmission performance. All right, everybody, so we're back from Copyright Explained. Let's just jump straight into the tips. There's no need for a preface or anything like that. So here we go. Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to the Inside of the Computer. Now, I know you're looking at this lady right here, and she looks very confused and disgruntled because she was trying to get started in the music industry with no money. But the first thing we tell her to do is you're probably going to need a job for this. Okay? It is almost impossible to start without any money, but since most people Google that and search that, we're going to start here. But this is going to be a little bit of money here. All right. We're going to try to borrow and ask her as many favors as we possibly can to make this happen. Now, you're going to need a job to keep it going. I'm just letting you know that. Okay. We're going to need a smartphone. We're going to make some micro content, and then we're going to need a performance venue, and we'll talk about that in a minute. All right. So here we go. Now, you need a job. There is no way around this. If you don't have a personal financier, selling your labor for money is going to be your first means of fundraising. So get to it, all right? We don't want to be this over here. You can't be lazy when you're starting in this, starting a music career. You just can't. I can't be lazy to run this channel. Even though I do a lot of other things, you all may not see 2 to 3 videos a week all the time, but that's because other things are happening, okay? And so I still can't be lazy, all right? So we got to put on a smile and we got to work this job, okay, to make it happen. Just putting that out there. Now, you're going to need a smartphone. Learn to use out of this thing until you master it, all right? Borrow one or grab a used one from a family member. You don't need a phone plan. Just make sure it connects to Wi-Fi, all right? You're going to use the hell out of this thing right here, and you're going to make it make sense so much that it's possibly going to break because you're going to use it to its fullest potential and capacity. This is your tool right here. You can get rich off of this thing right here, okay? It is only limited by your creativity and your will and ability to use this tool right here, all right? Like this guy here with no eyeballs and a smile on his face, all right? He's using the heck out of this thing. So now that we have a smartphone, we borrowed one from a family member, or we just simply just took someone's used one and they said, here, take it. We got that. Now, what we're going to need is some apps. So remember, there's an app for that, all right? No excuses. Content can be made quickly and easily. You may need to scrounge up $100 for a few apps to make your content creation easier, but you can get started with free applications. And like I said, your creativity will shine through with the free stuff. And then once you get a little money to buy a few apps that will make your creation look better, make your content creation easier and all of that stuff, you'll see what I mean by that. Then people will say, hey, this guy's really growing and doing things. But you have to think about what you can do with nothing. Okay. If you really want it, if you really want to make it happen, go for it. Don't wait until you get the money, but just know that this is where you can start without any money, with a used smartphone, a job. You got to have it because you got to eat. You can't be out here not working. Okay. Even if you're sleeping on someone's couch, you got to have a job. All right. So let's keep rolling. All right. You're going to need to pick an app of your choice. Don't start out with a bunch of them. Just one app. If you fancy, pick 2 that's going to work for you with this content, whatever type of content it is you do. Okay. And that's just what it is. So I would say the ones to choose would be TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. But if you're a fan of Twitter and Facebook, then use Twitter and Facebook. But these are going to be your ones right here. Secondary ones will be Snapchat and Facebook, and I probably will put Twitter last. But that's just me, okay? So let's keep rolling here. Before we roll, let's go back. Before we roll, I want to say that each one of these apps now has a stories type of function, except for Twitter, I think. But each one of these have a story, they have a story type of function. So if you're making TikTok videos, use them for Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Well, you can't get YouTube Shorts until you have a channel for that. So don't worry about YouTube. But anyway, yes, do that. All right. So now check it out. Micro content creation. Find a unique way to use your voice and raw artistic abilities to create micro content to get your music out there, whether it's with music or a cappella rapping and singing. Now, I want you to look at this young lady right here. You notice she has this ring light, okay? You might have to work your job to get a ring light, but at least you can get like a $5 cheap gorilla arm thing and set it on the top of a table and rap or sing in the corner of your house, all right? You see she's got these lights back here. That makes it look very, very nice. And then on the phone, she has it sitting in the ring light. Now she has this YouTube background, which you all normally see, or people on Instagram, they always talk in a corner of their house. Designate a corner of where you are, or just a park or something that you use all the time for your content so that it's consistent. And then you shoot there. That's your background. And then you have the quality of the camera. Okay, so get creative. Get creative. You might not have enough to build a set for yourself, but at the same time, you can utilize that phone and some background that you choose to make your content look great and use your voice to make it happen. Now, of course, you're going to need to use your hashtags, your geotagging, and all this stuff to, get your brand out there and get your content out there. But you're going to have to figure that one out, okay? That's on your creativity, and that's on your knowledge of learning how to use your social platforms, okay? I'm not going to give you everything here with learning how to start with no money, because the game is sold and not told. And you'd be surprised. The stuff that I talk about on this channel, it's just free game you can really pick up anywhere. But yeah, there's much more that goes on than what I talk about on my channel. Anyway, let's keep rolling. So now, live venues. You need a physical presence. Find a small physical venue that you can give your physical presence to for 5 minutes a week. And this will let people know it's real. Oh, physical presence too. For 5 minutes a week, it will let people, oh man, I typo. Anyway, people will know it's real when you're there, when you're physically there, and they can find you online on your social platform. And this is what you're looking for. Because remember, you're just getting started. You need an open mic, a cypher, a karaoke, or possibly a showcase. Okay? Showcases are normally reserved for those who have kind of passed through the open mic, cypher, karaoke circuit, and people know that you're on the scene. Then they're going to request that you come there because they know that you're building a fan base. All right? So this right here, you go there, you do one song, possibly to an instrumental you grabbed off of line or off of online or something, or you come to the cypher, you have somebody film you, you're always at the cypher, you're rapping. All right. Or there's soul ciphers where people sing and stuff like that all the time. You show up all the time. Give yourself 5 minutes a week at an open mic, a cypher, or a karaoke bar. And people and they're going to know you're on the scene. They're going to know you want to do something. All right. And then so from there, now you're building your fan base physically, and you're building your fan base right here online. And you're consistently posting. With no money, a borrowed phone, a free app, and the camera, and just you footing it or you riding the bus, but that costs money too, or the train down to a live venue of your choice, and you're going to have somebody there filming you, or ask somebody in the crowd to please film you while you're doing your set for 5 minutes. And then from there, you're going to edit it and throw it up on social media and let people know you're out here working for no money. There you go. That's how you get started with no money. Now, free won't get you far, clearly. Clearly it won't. But figure out how you can get some money to stay afloat after you start. Do not seek out record deals this early unless you want to open your back door, if you know what I mean. All right? So I'm out of the computer. Thank you for watching the show. I hope you gathered a lot of things that you can utilize to start without any money, and then hopefully get some money down the line, okay? Because you're going to need it. This game is very, very expensive, but at least you have some tips and some tricks to get started. So you can text me 470-291-5767. Make sure you add yourself to the phone with a name so I know who you are. Do not call me because it will go straight to voicemail. I'm just keeping it frank, okay? Anyway, you can download the free stuff below, the free split sheet, all that good stuff. Visit the website, musicmoneymakeover.com. Tell a friend and tell a friend about this channel, and I will see you all later. Peace. Hey everybody, thanks for watching the show. Log on to musicmoneymakeover.com/shop to download all my books and free guides. And while you're there, click on the book a call tab to get a one-on-one Zoom call with me to get all your music business questions answered and solved. Thanks for watching.